Hi there, Gareth of Traffic and Automation here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a detailed review of Clever Messenger, which is quite possibly one of the biggest marketing tools out there that you've never really heard of. Now, Clever Messenger has been in beta testing for the past year, but we've been using it for a number of months now, so I wanted to show you inside, explain what we've been doing, and show you different ways that you can actually use it inside your business, and why now, potentially, it is our favorite tool in terms of messenger marketing out there. All right, let's jump to my computer. Okay, we are inside the dashboard of Clever Messenger. Now, we've been using Clever Messenger for about 7 months now, and before that we were using Opesta, and before that we were using Manychat and Chatfuel. So we've been using and testing many of the big tools out there, but we decided to stay with Clever Messenger above those tools, even though they were still in beta, because of the features and the support that these guys have. So we really felt it was worth doing a review on this product to share it with our subscribers and to share it with our members and viewers to make sure that you guys can check this tool out as well, because it's probably one of the biggest messenger marketing tools that you've never actually heard of. So these guys, at the time of recording this, which is July in 2019, they were technically still in beta, and that did mean that you could get a fantastic price on it. I will put a link below this video. I can't promise the one-time price they have available will still be available to you at the time of watching this, but you can rest assured that it is still a fantastic tool. So I'm going to show you around and explain why we actually stayed with Clever Messenger above the other tools. So if I come down the dashboard, what you actually see in front of you is my new linked page, which is our traffic and automation page, which is relatively new, so not a huge amount of subscribers. But on the dashboard, you would see the number of total subscribers you have, the number of active subscribers, which are technically the ones within the 24-hour period, and recent unsubscribes. You would also have the audience section here, which would then show you a detailed breakdown of each of your contacts inside. Now, obviously, I can't show you that because I don't really want to disclose any of the details of any of my subscribers, but it would show you everything from tags added, things they'd opted into, things they'd opted out of, messages. It would show you all the information on that person, just as you would expect from an email autoresponder. So all of the information on your contacts that you would expect inside. You then have your live chat option here, which again is if someone replies outside a sequence, so outside of your automation. For example, if I have a yes or no question or yes or no answer for a question in a sequence, and they decide to reply with something else other than the yes or no, then that's going to go outside the sequence and it's going to be sent to your live chat here. Much like a lot of the other tools out there, most of them have this live chat feature here, but you would then be able to speak to them directly inside and just communicate based on any questions that they've got. So you would see the messages here and you would just be able to type as if it was Messenger as normal. You would also see this inside the page notifications section of your page manager. So you would actually be able to see those notifications and messages inside there, or you could directly manage them inside your tool, which is incredibly handy. We then have all the different capture options. So the different capture options here are incredibly useful. So I'm going to fly through all of these different points, but think of capturing, much like capturing email addresses, the variety of different ways you can capture and add email addresses. It can be from signing up to a members area, buying a product, signing up to an email opt-in. There's many different ways that you can capture an email, and there's many different ways that you can capture someone signing up for your chatbot. And the different ways that they actually have is send to messenger, which is the links that you can actually have. So for example, if I was to go inside, the send to messenger would be the buttons that you have on your website. So they would slide in like this, and you have a send to messenger option, and you have all the different ways that you can make it potentially slide in. Big takeover buttons. So if you think like email pop-ups, then these are the type of email pop-ups for Messenger that you could have on your website. A way that these work incredibly well is that if you look at this, for example, these are great if you want to give away, if you want to have it popping up on a website, on a particular page. Let's say you have an e-commerce store and you have an offer for that particular product that you want to show, let's say as someone's exiting or just as they land on the website, that says we have an exclusive 50% offer on this dress today. Would you like to take it? We'll send the discount code to you via Messenger. They click to get that. They are then added to your contacts list. You now have their contacts, much like you would with an email address, and you can send them that to try and push for the sale, but you now have them added to a list to send them additional offers in future. So that's a fantastic way to be able to get more sales for your website, but I really like using these ones for e-commerce. So if you have any type of e-commerce, then that's a fantastic option for you as well. We have the CHECKBOX plugin. So this is basically more for when you want to have these little checkbox at the end of. So ignore this. This is just a demonstration. But let's, for example, say you have a button on your website, and perhaps it was for selling products, or perhaps it was for capturing an email address as well. You could have this checkbox that has to be selected to be able to proceed with this button. So you would link this button to this so that they have to click this, and in which case when they do press this button, they're automatically added to the sequence as well. So that is the CHECKBOX plugin. We have customer chat, which is one I absolutely love using. We use this on our website. So let me go to a test example here. So what I love about this is it's like a chat box on your website. So if you use live chat on your website to answer any customer service, then this is very much the same thing that you would have. So you have an icon down here, for example. Let's see if we can get it to pop up. Maybe the overlay of recording is interfering with it a bit, but what I could do is I could show you a live example on my website quickly. So if we go to trafficandautomation.com, you are going to see a widget down here in the corner. So you see this here. If I was to open this, I would see a variety of messages inside. But if I click on this, it automatically adds someone to the sequence. So it automatically add them to a contact, sorry, not a sequence, automatically adds them as a contact. So what I love about this, it's not just support, it's actually also now adding them to a list. So it's lead generation and support on your website. And you also have the option of being able to, so if I click this, you also have the option here. So automatically it's going to send them a sequence, but then I have this menu option here which you can set up. And that means I can add a link to go to free training. I can add a sequence if I want that shows people how to get into my Facebook group and gives them the password. And I've also linked it to my support ticket system, so it automatically raises support tickets as emails, puts it into my Freshdesk system, but then also sends it to that customer as well. So it's all taken care of. My assistant can reply to the ticket itself, but it's all automated, and it's also building your contacts at the same time. So that's a fantastic way to generate more leads, but also support your clientele on your web pages as well. And these can be unique to any page that you want. So you can have them on all the pages of your website for one bot, or you can create individual ones for each and every page. The other one is your messenger code. So messenger code, we don't really use these anymore. I believe these are going to be expiring very soon. So let's have a quick look. So it's generating the code. Facebook is getting rid of these soon, so this is probably less relevant to us right now, so we won't go into that. Post engagement, which I believe you might need the pro account for this, but I absolutely love this one. This basically is where if someone comments on your post, then you're automatically going to be able to send them a message. And with this tool, you're actually able to add a requirement of a reaction as well. So I could say in the message, I'm going to select whichever post I want. I'm going to say that they need to hit the love sign, and they also need to put a keyword of yes. So you can put negative keywords, that if they add these, nothing happens. But otherwise, you can put other keywords in here that if they enter this keyword, then you'll automatically send them a message on Messenger. So what this means is you can drive engagements on your posts. So this is a huge one, and we did a whole video on this. I'm not going to go too much into it, but the more engagement you get on your posts, the more happy Facebook is, because you're beating the algorithm. It looks like a post that people really, really like. You're getting comments, you're getting reactions, and you're getting a lot of engagement on the actual post. So it's going to drive it up in the algorithm. And if you're then boosting that as well on your Facebook page, then you're going to get probably cheaper ads as well, because it's going to get a lot more engagement and people are going to be interacting with the post versus just clicking off it. The other one that we like as well is your links here. We will show you that inside. So you basically, these are the links that you can send anybody to add them to any sequence. I will show you that inside the flows itself. But this is probably the one that you will use the most. Nearly every tool out there at least has this feature. So these are a link to add anybody to any automation sequence. The JSON generator is to generate the code for you to add a sequence to your Facebook ad. So if you use Facebook ads and you want to use Messenger instead, and we've done another video on this and we have training inside the Academy, which I'll put a link below this video to. In fact, we have a full free training course on Clever Messenger inside. So if you want to click on that link and you want to know more, then obviously we'll put a link to Clever Messenger and the Academy below, so you can get full 35 videos, I believe, training inside showing you exactly how to use the tool. So the JSON trigger is to be able to add those to your Facebook ads, which is something we use a lot and works incredibly well. If you haven't used Messenger ads yet, I highly recommend it. Then we have broadcasts. So broadcasts are basically, think of this a lot like, now we haven't really done many on this page, but think of this like sending out a newsletter. So if you're sending out an email blast or newsletter to your audience using email marketing, then this is where you would do it here. And you can schedule them, you can set up sequences, you can link sequences to it, and you do all of that from here. So if you want to send it out straight away or you want to schedule messages, we love using this to notify people of training inside our Facebook groups. But otherwise, you can use it in any different way you want to send out messages. Just can't be promotional if it's not within the first 24 hours. So you have to send out an engagement question to get someone to engage with that message, and then you can start to send them promotional stuff once they've responded. More on that inside the Academy training to explain the different things you need to do to get set up with your Facebook page. The automation is going to be the one that you use the most, and this is where the flows are going to be the best thing ever. I'm not going to go into AI triggers, not hugely important. The main menu was the part I showed you inside the widget, which had the 3 different options. And then custom fields is if you need to collect different data, then you can collect data to send to different forms, to different third-party tools. You might want to use custom fields for that. Tags is just like email marketing, where you add a tag based on someone seeing a particular sequence, so you can do yes and no formulas to make sure that they're not sent certain information twice, or you know if they're a buyer or they're not. So a variety of different ways you can actually use that. But let's go into the flows now, because this is going to be the main thing for you, that if you actually see the variety of different ways. So if I open up one of our free gift funnels, and as I said, you've got a huge number of templates built inside here already, and some of these are pretty impressive looking, and they're going to shorten your learning curve. To be honest, the price of signing up for Clever Messenger alone to get those templates, like this support templates and some of the free gift templates and lead templates, we did not even create these. We changed them slightly, but they were all created by the templates that they put in the system for us to use. So for me, that above everything else is the best reason to actually use Clever Messenger above any others. So the templates, internet is working a little bit slow. I do apologize about that. I'm not entirely sure why. But what you see is down the side here, we've got all of the different types of cards that you can actually use. So you've got your flow builder that you can build out, and you can zoom in. So you can see all the different ways that you can actually use these cards, and it's very easy to build, a bit like Manychat, where you're actually just dragging, dropping, connecting things, dropping the cards. So I can just drag one out here and just drop it anywhere I want, and then just easily remove or delete it. So you would see the starting tag here. So I can choose to get, remember I was saying that URL link, so I can grab the trigger and I can grab the link here, and that will automatically add anybody to the sequence at any point that I want. So that was the link I was going to show you earlier. But what I want to do is quickly just go through these different tabs here. You can add someone to your WhatsApp phone number. And this is an awesome one. If you've got a WhatsApp business, inside the sequence coming from Facebook, you can then get them to send you a message on WhatsApp. So you can link your WhatsApp account. So remember, Facebook owns WhatsApp. So this is an awesome one. I really, really like this feature. We've used it a couple of times and it works really, really well. You have the share option, you have a normal URL, the cell phone card to actually get people to call. We've got the images, the content, videos, audio files, different files that you can do. They list ones, which, for example, let's say we can add them here. You would put the different options of things people can actually select. For example, here's a good option here. And there's a lot of other ones that they've got, such as asking for email addresses, location, multiple choice, other information. They recently even added one, which I can't remember which one it was, but they actually have an image that is dynamic, so you can make an image change so it adds the name of the person that it's sending. So you can personalize everything within Facebook Messenger, but they actually have an image that can change based on the person you're sending it to. So it's a lot like dynamic images that change to the name of the person, which I think is absolutely amazing. You can add anybody to a flow. You can have different conditions based on a random test. Split testing is now live. This wasn't live the last time I checked, which is awesome. So now I can split test different sequences and different parts of my automation here to see what works better. So just like when you're testing different parts of your funnel or pages, you can now split test with that, which is absolutely fantastic. I know very soon they do in the settings here have the option to add your email address, so you can capture emails or use some sort of third-party link, such as linking your webinar. They have, or will, if they haven't already, be adding a email level card. So what that means is you could add someone to a particular list in your email account from the card, rather than from the entire page itself. So that will be an awesome setting. If it's not already there, then that will be an awesome way to actually add someone directly to a particular email account. So I could add someone to a sequence in my emails, as well as sending them sequences inside here. So when I ask for an email on a card level, it will automatically add that. Some of this, if you're completely new, a lot of this is going to be like, I don't understand any of that. But if you've dabbled with some of these, then you'll probably really realize that these are pretty cool things. They're pretty powerful, really useful things to be able to use. The webhook's very useful for linking third-party things. So if you've ever done a Zap in your life, then we use this to hook to things like Deadline Funnel and other tools where you want to make sure that it understands who that person is, or it triggers something. Again, those are very, very useful. So you could use it for triggering sales or a variety of different things inside. Now, there's so many more features I could actually show you here, and we would be here all day long. So if you want to check out more, then I highly recommend that you go get yourself an account, but otherwise you can go and get yourself an account inside our academy, as I said, completely free, and go through the full training inside there. So otherwise this video is going to be ridiculously long, which I don't want to do. But as always, if you've got any questions, just ask in the comments below or shoot us a direct email, and we'll be happy to tell you about our experiences using Clever Messenger. But hopefully you found that useful. You've had a good look inside. You can see some of what it can do for you. I've really just hit the top of the iceberg. I've really not shown you that much. There's a lot more to show you inside. But as I said, any questions, as always, let us know. But if you would like to see more reviews on this, if you'd like to see more training videos on Clever Messenger and also on all types of marketing, traffic and automation, passive income, or anything to do with affiliate marketing, then by all means subscribe to our channel below and make sure that you get that little bell pinged so that you can see when we do promote a new video and we do release some new training. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.